Hey baby girls, welcome to my YouTube. What? I feel like it was time. We're progressing in life. We're making a YouTube, just me and you. I've got a lot to do today, so we're going to do some makeup, but over on my Instagram a few weeks ago, I got people to write questions completely anonymously, and we can do a little gal talk on YouTube. What? I'm on YouTube. This is crazy. I've got all your questions written down in my notebook. I'm going to answer all your questions whilst we do my makeup. So let's talk. There's one specific question that everyone wants to know. I get it in my comments on my TikToks. People DM me all the time asking the same thing, and it was on the Instagram thing. So we need to address it. We need to address the elephant in the room, and I don't mean me. How did you get big on TikTok so quick? How did you get the confidence to start posting on TikTok? Let's talk about it. When I was younger, this is what I used to do with my free time. I would sit here in front of my phone like I'm doing right now. I would do my makeup and talk you through the steps. So this is what I'm doing now. You know, like every 12-year-old little girl. Like things like editing apps, I have become very familiar with over the years because I've just done this for fun. I used to try and do like Musical.ly transitions and stuff like that. And I used to use editing apps like iMovie and stuff like that. So I've become quite familiar with how it all works. The confidence side of things, no one can make you more confident. No matter how many compliments you get, how many times people tell you you're beautiful, you're not going to believe it unless you believe it in yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? People always say to me, I don't understand how you're so confident. Do you know why? Because every day I look at myself in the mirror and I think, do you know what? I'm actually all right. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And do you know what? If you look at yourself in the mirror and think, oh, dearie me, and tell yourself that you are beautiful every day of your life, and eventually you'll start to believe it. Confidence is one of those things, it's self-love. No one else can make you confident. You can get all these compliments and it'll make you feel good about yourself, but you're not going to feel confident unless you tell yourself that you are beautiful and you've got what it takes to be who you want to be. And you do. Anyone can do what they want. When I first started posting like little get ready with me's and like stuff like that on TikTok, I used to hear it all. People would be like, what's she doing? And do you know what I'm doing? I'm doing what the fuck I want. Period. Blowing up on TikTok isn't something that just happens. You need to post something different. You need to be different. TikTok won't promote your video unless you are different. I think one of the biggest things that people are worried about is talking on TikTok. So it's well and easy, like me just sat here in silence, then put a sound over me doing my makeup and call it a get ready with me. But people want to hear you talk. They want to know about you. They want to know your life. But how do you know if you don't try? No matter what you do, people are going to have something to say. So why not do what you want whilst they're slagging you off? Do you see what I mean? Not everyone in the world is going to like you. Not everyone's going to appreciate who you are. And that's okay. They don't need to. People might take the piss out of you. People might say something, but are they going to do that regardless of whether you're being confident or not? Someone said, how do you deal with the hate? I see what people say on your lives and it breaks my heart. First of all, thank you for actually having a heart. No matter what social media you post on, no matter what you're posting, people are gonna have something to say. There are people that spend their lives making fake accounts of me and joining my lives to call me fat. And I just think, who raised you? Are you alright? Like, your mum would be so proud of the person you become. I think I practice and preach about how I'm so confident and I don't let anything get to me. Of course it's going to get to me. I'm a human. Like, I have feelings. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if anyone watching this video was on my live once, but I had enough of it. And it was every single comment on my TikTok live. Every single person was a fake account of me, calling me fat, calling me ugly, saying I'm shit, blah, 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 blah. I had enough of trying to stick up for myself, so I kind of just sat back and I was like, oh my God, like this is what life is for me now. Like, I put myself on social media, you've got to expect it. And as sad as that is, it's the world we live in. So I literally burst into tears, especially all the younger, bigger girls that watch me on TikTok, because I remember being the fat kid in school. I remember it clear as day. And it was horrible, like being around your friends and they're all like sharing clothes and stuff, and you're the big girl, you can't share their clothes. I remember being at like sleepovers and stuff and everyone saying I'm not hungry, and I'm there like, no, I'm not hungry, but my belly's roaring. Don't get me wrong, if I want to lose weight, I'll lose weight. I always think, thanks for letting me know that I'm big. I can see. Wise words of Jordan Lipscomb coming your way now, so listen wisely, the Queen has spoken. Jordan was on my live when I was crying. And then she messaged me and she was like, what is going on? And I said, I don't know how to deal with hate anymore. I said, how do you do it? And she said to me, the thing is, people are gonna hate on you. There's always those people that sit on social media and aim to make other people feel like shit. Maybe it's because they're insecure or they've had a bad upbringing. It doesn't matter. Whether they think you're really pretty, whether they think you're good at makeup, whether they think you're funny, people are gonna hate no matter what. It's just how it works. And especially putting yourself on social media, you're gonna get that. Jordan said to me, let yourself be sad, but don't stay there too long, because at the end of the day, they're the people commenting on your videos with thousands of views. Wait, what have I done? I've put myself out there. What are they doing? Sat at home, too scared to put their profile picture up. Do you see what I mean? Quick side note, for contour I'm using the cream contour stick from Primark in the colour Chai. Someone said, how are you such a confident queen? I really struggle with body appearance. I have always said, no matter whether you think someone's lost weight or gained weight, don't comment on someone's body. Skinny shaming is just as bad as fat shaming. Calling someone skinny is just as bad as calling someone fat. No matter if someone's a size 2 or they're a size 30, at the end of the day, it does not matter. You are still a person. You're still an individual. And you have feelings. People need to remember that. And I'm not promoting bad health at all. It's important to eat. Food is fuel. Obviously, there are health risks with being overweight or underweight. But at the end of the day, it's no one's concern but your own. If someone has ever done you wrong, I'm all for being a girl's girl, but if someone has ever done you wrong, don't tolerate it. Do not put up with it, because I've been there, I've done that, and I will never ever do it again. I feel like I portray myself as such a I don't give a fuck what people say about me, but it hurts. Of course it does. At the end of the day, as long as you're happy within yourself, it doesn't matter about clothes size. As long as your clothes fit, it doesn't matter what size they are, period. I've got jeans that are size like 24. I've got jackets that are a size 10. It doesn't matter. It all depends on what you feel comfortable in, what makes you feel happy, and that's all that matters. For concealer, I'm using the H&B concealer in the colour SF1W. Someone said, I find it really hard to make friends. I feel like people always leave me out and don't want to be around me. PS, I love your videos. First off, thank you. I love you. I remember a girl that I was friends with said to me once, and she is such a pure soul. She was so wise, and one thing she said to me really stuck. She said to me, once you find your people, you know. It's always stuck with me because she's so right. People are going to do you wrong. You're going to do people wrong. It's how the world works. You learn from your mistakes. And at the end of the day, if you're ever beating yourself up about doing something, apologise and move on. At the end of the day, you've learnt something, and probably so have they. I have 4 very close friends, and those are the people that I keep so close to me. Like my friend Charlie, I've been friends with since like year 7, since we started secondary school, and I would never picture her not being in my life because she's my person. And when you find your people, you will know about it. If I could go back in time and speak to myself when I was little, I'd say to myself, stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to change yourself for other people to like you. Other people might look at me and think, she's not my type of person. That's fine. Not everyone in the world is going to like you. Don't ever put up with disrespect. Someone said, I've never had a boyfriend before. I've never had sex, but people think it's weird. I'm just not ready. Don't ever let someone tell you that you've got to have sex, that you've got to have a boyfriend, or you're less of a woman because you haven't. Sweetheart, you don't need to rush yourself. If you're not ready to have a relationship, you're not ready to have sex, that's fine. You don't need to be. Wait till you find the right person. Like, I'm not in a relationship. I haven't been for like... That's a good question, actually. I haven't been in a relationship for like 2 years, 3. 2 or 3 years. And I don't plan on it. I want to do everything on my ones. And if you're the type of person that wants to have a relationship, or you're better off in a relationship, then so be it. You be happy in your relationship. Just don't ever let a man disrespect you. Boys will like you more if you've got experience. Oh, please. You can't tell yourself I need to have sex to make other people happy. Don't work like that. They're not the one sleeping with someone. You don't need to sleep around to feel validated. And if you do, then fine. Feel free to sleep around, just don't get chlamydia. And if you do get chlamydia, it's fine. There's treatment for that. It's the same with drugs. It's the same with sex. It's the same with relationships. Don't do anything that you're not happy with doing. If someone shoves a key up your nose and say, sniff it, it'll be fine. Don't. Don't if you don't want to. Or if you do it. You've got to learn for yourself. It's all well and good me sitting here telling you this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do, trying to give my advice. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to learn for yourself, like I have. I've been insecure, I've done drugs, I've done this, I've done that. At the end of the day, you learn from your mistakes. You need to go down your own path and figure it out for yourself sometimes. Someone asked me how I found out my sexuality. Oh, crikey. Still trying to figure it out, really. It's not like I'm questioning, because I'm very certain in myself. I like girls, I like boys. Everyone that's known me for a long time knows that I've fancied girls. I remember, if he's watching this, I'm so sorry, I'm about to out us. One boy that I was really close with in school, we were in science, and I said to him, I don't know if I'm a lesbian. He said to me, picture this, right? This is what he told me. He said to me, picture there are two doors in front of you. One's got a girl in, one's got a boy. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling this. One's got a girl in, one's got a boy in, and you had to sleep with them. Which one would you rather go in? And I said, do you know what? Both. And I think that's how, like, what I realised. I was like, oh my God, I fancy girls. And everyone would try and tell you you're confused. Oh, you're going through the phase. It's no one else's decision to tell you who you fancy. YOLO. At the end of the day, you got one life, live it. Period. Someone said, you're so inspirational. Have you ever had suicidal thoughts, and what did you do to get rid of them? I'm not going to sit here and say I feel like everyone has. No one should ever have to feel like that. And I have. Of course I have. I really struggled for a long time. I've been on antidepressants for nearly a year. Because I had it quite bad. Like, you know, I haven't had the best. I didn't have the best childhood in the world. Getting bullied, like, it's hard. I had a girl message me on TikTok not long ago, and she said, I'm getting really badly bullied in school. Like, they're following me home. I don't know what to do. She said every night, she said I can't even sleep at night because I'm so scared that someone's going to come into my house. That breaks my heart. Who are raising these kids, please? She said to me that people are really nasty to her and call her fat and call her names. But mental health is no joke. You might not have a reason why you feel like that. And that's normal. It's so normal. You might just feel like that in yourself. You don't feel good enough. And that's okay. Things get better. I think December was the lowest point of my life. It's now June, and I could not be prouder of myself. I could not be more confident. I could not be more happy. Things get better. Things don't get better overnight. But just remember that you are worth it at the end of the day. You are a person. You have feelings. You have emotions. Whatever someone says to you, your emotions are still valid. If you are crying about the smallest thing, your emotions are valid. You're upset, you're feeling stressed, and that's okay. I'm very thick-skinned. My mental health came from how I feel about myself. And I know a lot of people think I'm the most confident bird in the world. That comes from being so insecure and realising that this isn't worth it. That other people can't tell me how I should feel. You're your own individual, and you are perfect the way you are. Thanks for listening to my girl talk. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And welcome to the YouTube journey. I'll catch you soon. Loves ya. Bye.